You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when
Hello and welcome back. I'm very excited to have you back. In today's language lesson, our learning targets are: I can read the tricky words when and word. I can write the capital letters A, B, C, and D. Are you ready? We are going to be doing a lot of writing today, so get your workbook, get your pencils, get your eraser, and let's go. Now over to sound blending. Let's practice segmenting with our fingers. Now, do you remember this method we used? Yes, we have done it several times. In our last unit, Unit 8 and Unit 7, we always talked about sound blending with gestures. So now you see your hands up. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. Then blend. Beautiful. Now let's practice using these gestures with words. Now we have a word here, so for every sound I make and blend, you are going to use your hands to do the gestures. Boo, th, her, boo, th, her. Now let's blend. Butter, again, butter, again, butter. Beautiful. Th, her, th, now let's blend that. Mother. Now, take a look at the main word. It is spelled with a double T. But when you see the blending, you can just see just one T being represented there. Can you see that? Yes, because the double letter sound, and I have always said double letter sounds are sounded as one. Her. 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 Now let's blend that. Mother, again, mother, again, mother. Can you see our digraph? Good. Can you see that the letter O is being represented as the O sound there? Beautiful. That's how you segment and write the sound of the word mother. Now we have another one here. Other. Her. Again, her. Now when you blend that from your, remember how to blend? Good. Can you see that? Good. So when you blend that, you are going to get the word other. Now this blending is different from this blending. This is fingers. Now this is your arms. Do you remember that? Where you take one word from the upper arm, the middle arm, now towards your wrist, then you go from the upper arm smoothly down to get your word. Fantastic. Poo, a purr, poo, a poo, poo, a poo, Now when you blend that, you get the word paper. Again, paper. Now the R sound there, which is your letter A in the word paper, is being presented at the A sound there. Paper, paper. Can you see that? Fantastic. Now over to your hands blending. Hark. Hark. Ark. Now let's go. Ark. Again. Ark. Now when you blend that, you get mark. Now over to tricky words. Yes. Now, as usual, I'm going to tell you the meaning of tricky words. Tricky words are words that do not play by the rules. Yes, they don't go with the rules at all. Now, all of the words with yellow flashcards are tricky words. So today we will learn 2 tricky words. Now, tricky words are written on yellow cards, as I said earlier, so that they stand out. We will display these in the words in the room. So let's go. Some of the tricky words you'll be learning are words we use when we ask questions. Now, can you see tricky word that she's holding and it's also a holding there? Yes, those are the 2 tricky words we'll be learning today, when and word. Now, these are usually used when we ask questions. When. When does school start? When does school start? This is pronounced just as one word, except e. The letter e there is not pronounced. So that is part of the tricky sound that is there. This is pronounced just as one word, except Except what? Good. Now, these letters that is being circled here right now, these letters make up the tricky part of the word. They work together to say ooh. They work together to say what? Ooh. They work together to say what? Ooh. So this WH, you can see here, is as one, which is the tricky part, the major tricky part here. And it said ooh. It's pronounced, I mean to say, as ooh. Turn and talk and talk to your mom, to your dad, to your sister, to your brother. It will help you. Now use this word when in a sentence. Word. What word is this? Can you see the tricky word there? Word is the one in the yellow card. What word is this? Now this is pronounced just as one word except woo. This is pronounced just as one word except woo. This is pronounced just as one would expect the. This is pronounced just as one would expect the. This is the tricky part of the word. These two letters work together to say her. To say what? Her. Good. Now you are very free to use that as a sentence. You can turn and use the word word in a sentence. Now over to our uppercase letters. We have beautiful uppercase letters in our screen today. We have A, we have B, we have C, we have D, we have E, we have F, and we have G. Now these are the letter names. Now during the next few lessons, you will be learning about uppercase letters. Can you see your H, your I, your J, your K, your L, and your M? Fantastic. Each letter in the alphabet has two types of letters. Now, if you take a look at your left, this is the capital letter E. Now, take a look at your right. This is the small letter E. Are we together? Very good. The large type is called uppercase or capital letters. So either you're calling it a capital letter or you're calling it an uppercase letter. The small type is called a lowercase or a small letter. So either you're calling it a lowercase or you're calling it a small letter. So whenever I tell you, write small letter F for me, when I'm using the letter names, you should know what to do. When I tell you, write capital letter E for me, you should know what to do. We have mostly been working with lowercase letters. Can you see them? Displaying beautifully with different colors. Yes, all of these are lowercase letters, or you can call them small letters. You have seen some uppercase letters in names like Keith, like Sam. If you take a look at the first letter in the word Keith, you can see that that is an uppercase letter. Take a look at the first letter in the word Sam. You get to see that is an uppercase letter. We use uppercase letters for the first letter in a person's name and for the first letter of the first word in a sentence. Now remember when sometimes in school or when we are talking here, you always see that the beginning of a sentence, even the one I just read now, begins with the uppercase letter. Now when you want to spell your own name, for example, your name is Faith, you have to start with an uppercase letter in the F sound. That is the letter name F. Are we together? Whatever you are going to be spelling with your name, you have to what? Start with what? Whenever you're going to spell your name, start with a what? Capital letter. Whenever you are starting a sentence, start with a what? Capital letter. Then Stan and Khan ran up the ramp. Why are some of these words capitalized? Can you see them? Underlined. Some uppercase letters look just like the lowercase letters. Now let's go back to this. This is capitalized because the first letter there must begin with a capital letter. Stan is the name of a person, must begin with a capital letter. Carl is the name of a person, must begin with a capital letter. Some uppercase letters look just like the lowercase letter, like the C letter named C, letter named S. The uppercase letter, the only difference is that the uppercase letter is bigger and the lowercase letter is smaller. Some uppercase letters have a different shape than their lowercase letter. Now, letter name B and letter name E falls in this category. Now, if you take a look at big letter or capital letter B, and take a look at the lowercase letter b, you see that they have a different shape. Take a look at the uppercase letter E and the lowercase letter e, you see you have a different shape. I'm going to show you how to write uppercase letters for the first 4 letters of the alphabet. Now, what is the name of this lowercase letter? Good. You can say letter name A or you can say A. Now, this letter is written completely before the dotted line. So, we are going to use my pen here. Sorry about that. So, let's go. The first thing you are going to do is to make a curve. When you are done making your curve, then you make a straight line from that curve downwards. You get the letter what? A. Good. Uppercase. Can you see the uppercase with the blue pointing, the arrow, blue arrow pointing to it? Lowercase. Can you see the green arrow pointing to it? Yes. So this is uppercase and lowercase letter A. The uppercase and lowercase letters have different shapes. Now let's write our uppercase letter A. Take it down, then cross at the middle. Please make sure that these 2 points are meeting each other. Yes, just like that. Let us practice tracing this letter in the air several times. So you can practice this. Now let's trace it in the air. Are you doing that? A slant one down, a slant one down, the one at the middle, a slant one down, go to the topmost of it, a slant one down again, then a cross at the middle. Start writing on the top of the line. A diagonal line left, diagonal line right, a line across, like I just said. Trace this letter in the air. Now also trace this lowercase letter in the air. Fantastic. What is the name of this lowercase letter? B. Beautiful. This letter is written both above the line and below the line. Now the one with the blue is the uppercase letter B. The one with the green is lowercase letter b. The uppercase and lowercase letters have different shapes. Can you see that? Let's practice tracing these letters in the air several times. So before I teach you that, let me teach you how to draw it. So let's go. Lowercase, a line down, then a curve. A line down, a curve, and a curve. Are we together? Yes. So let's practice tracing this letter in the air several times so you master it. Start writing on the top of the line, straight down, then a long line down, then half a circle to the right, half a circle to the right again. You get the letter B. Trace these letters in the air. Trace this in the air also. Beautiful. What is the name of this lowercase letter? This letter is written completely below the line. Now this is uppercase letter C, and the other one is lowercase letter c. The uppercase and lowercase letters are the same shape but different sizes. So let's practice tracing this letter in the air several times. Good. Start just below the top of the line, most of a circle to the left. Trace this letter in the air. The uppercase, make sure it's bigger. Trace this letter in the air. The lowercase, make sure it's smaller. What is the name of this letter? Lowercase letter the. Now we are going to continue this in our next video. Stay tuned.